Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When Bhagavan tells Arjuna that you should do your karma, but before that, in the 4th chapter, he was glorifying knowledge. Therefore, Arjuna gets confused. He says, sometimes you are glorifying knowledge, and when it comes to me, you are telling that you do the karma. Why am I not qualified for knowledge? Everybody has this notion that I am good for everything. And therefore, everybody just want to do meditation. So, what is the right thing? Kindly tell me, Arjuna asks in the 5th chapter. See, Bhagavan says, look here, both are essential in life. Doing karma is also essential, and withdrawal from the karma is also essential. It is something like this. When we have got a driving license, it happened many years before. I was driving and I crossed the red light. The police was hiding. He said, do you have a driving license? I said, yes. Then why didn't you stop when you saw the red light? I said, sir, I don't have stopping license. I have only driving license. So when I said, although he was a police, he understood the joke. He said, come on. Then I told him, I am sorry, I will not do it again. So he let me go. He said, you made my day today. Really, we have to think about it. When we have a driving license, it includes you have to stop also. In the same manner, when we are told you do the karma, that includes you have to have freedom to withdraw from the karma. Both are essential. This perfect balance in life is living in meditation. Either we get so much involved in the activity that we become a burden to ourselves. One extreme. The second extreme is we withdraw without understanding so much that we end up in depression. Depression and dispassion, they have the same symptoms. But dispassion is healthy condition of the mind, and depression is the unhealthy condition of the mind. In both the conditions, there is withdrawal. See? One day somewhere in somebody's house I was staying, and husband was not well, so with his wife we went for shopping, something she wanted to buy. She said, Swamiji, please come. I went with her. While going, her husband told, we have got these things, so get some container, we can keep it into that. He said, okay. And when we came back, I was shocked to see, she purchased 24 containers. One was enough. So when I said, Baba, you can only one, why buy 24? No, kaam aa jayenge. It's better always to have something more. And when I came back, then I asked her husband, I said, Mahatma ji, is your wife going through depression? He said, Swami ji, she is a psychiatrist herself. I said, then it's a guarantee, she is in depression. He asked me, how do you conclude this? Whenever we have a sense of insecurity, we keep on accumulating things. And the sense of insecurity is a sign of depression. Therefore, we have to recognize this perfect balance, get involved in this world as much required, but at the same time have freedom to withdraw from the world in a fraction of moment. When this balance is maintained, then Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 eva. Whether we are involved in the world or we are withdrawn from the world, whether we are in the company of many or we are all by ourselves, one is at peace under all conditions. That is the meaning of meditation. See, friends, if this is meditation we accept, then the next step will come. Can we attain this? Of course we can. It is not theoretical. So there are two things. One thing is the ability to get involved and the ability to withdraw should be clearly understood. So how do we get involved and why we are not able to withdraw? We get involved in this world when, after we are identified with the body, then only the desires come. In the deep sleep, when we are not identified with the body, there is no desire. Therefore, all happiness. See? The moment we get identified with the body, a sense of limitation comes. I am incomplete. Then the mind suggests, if I get that, I will be complete. I am unhappy. If I get that, I will be happy. And that object or that person is a source of happiness. These turmoils in the mind is the birth of desires. And once you start honoring your desires, they grow to the stage of greed. So there are three stages through which we get lost in this world. Stage number 1, get identified with the body. Stage number 2, live the whole life for fulfilling the desires. Stage number 3, there is no limit to the fulfillment of the desire, therefore it ends up in the greed. Till such time, these three things are overpowering us. We are samsari. Nobody can help us. See? Then, by God's grace, this is another important principle. Ishvaranugrahat eva pumsam advaita vasana. By the God's grace alone, we think about something higher in our life. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Durlabham trayame vaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samsrayaha. These three things are rare indeed. If they come in our life, it is the grace of the God. It is not the effect of our karma. Many people who are lost in this karma, they understand this wrongly. See, satsanga is not the karma phala. See, karma phala are only two, joy and sorrows. There is no third karma phala. So if we go to satsang, if we happen to listen to the Mahatmas, it is Ishvaranugrahat eva. It is by the anugraha, the blessing of the Lord. Tulsidaji says the same thing in his Ramcharitmanas, Binu Hari Kripa mile nahi santa. Therefore, the moment we have come to satsang, understand God's grace is showering on us. 2. What the satsang does? Satsang is meant for correcting our wrong notions. There is no other purpose. We have 4 wrong notions in our life. One wrong notion is about ourselves. Who am I? Second wrong notion is about God. Who is this God? Third wrong notion is about the world. The world is too much for me. Which world is too much? And the fourth is, what is the meaning of spiritual practice? These four wrong notions are hammered and corrected, be very attentive, without creating new notions. This is the beauty of Vedanta. You go any other path, one notion is replaced by another notion. You go in the karma. So earlier I was doing papa, now I am doing punya. See? Go to yoga. Earlier I was a bhogi, now I am a yogi. It's only replacement of notions. Vedanta erases wrong notions without creating any new notion. Therefore, of all the spiritual practices, satsanga is number one spiritual practice. Anything can wait in this world. Top priority is satsanga. Because when satsanga is attended, all the wrong notions starts getting erased. Therefore, we go to the satsanga, and when we go to satsang, then we are told about these three notions. Who are we? So we are, I am the body, I am the husband, I am the wife, I am son, I am daughter, I am son-in-law, I am mother-in-law. This is what I am. So I have become somebody. After I become somebody, that somebody cannot exist without the diet of desires. Desires are bound to be there. See, this is a very basic point, friends. Meditation is living at a zero desire level. Then you are really living in meditation. So wherever there is somebody, desire is bound to be there. And the one who is spending his life in fulfilling the desire to the level of the greed, he is a samsari. Now out of this samsari, how a seeker is born? The first samsari becomes a believer. Because when everything fails in this world, then we come to the temple and stand before the Krishna, 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 look here, my neighbor is so terrible. Can you make some arrangement to finish him off? I am tired of him. Everything has failed. So, artha jigyasu artharthi jnani cha vartarshava. Bhagavan Krishna says, because of the miseries and the problems, we go to the temple. First time anybody goes to temple, never goes for the sake of the Lord. See? Where everybody has abandoned us. So here we come. See? So artha. And then we get some inklings. The moment we are standing before the Lord, we get a sense of security. We feel good. Slowly we start developing confidence. And in this manner, first a samsari, then a believer. A believer is the one who doesn't know anything, yet he believes. None of us have seen Rama or Krishna, but we believe. See? The other day, somebody was very, argumentative. I never argue with anybody. He says, Swamiji, I know you don't like argument, but I want to know about it. So what is that? You are a Vedanti? Yes. Then according to Vedanta, you are Brahman? Yes. Then why you go to Shirdi Sai Baba's temple? Why you go? I said, okay, I will not go. Next time if I have to go, I will take your permission. No, I want to know. Do you believe in him? I said, okay. Do you believe in Bhagwan Krishna? Of course, Gita I study. I believe in Bhagwan Krishna. I said, have you seen him? No. And what is the story of Bhagwan Krishna? 18th time when Jarasandha attacked Mathura, 19th time Bhagwan Krishna ran away. Therefore is called as Ranchod. And before that, he created Dwarka in the sea, and he told all the people in Mathura, close your eyes. Those who don't close, they will remain here. Those who close, they will come with me. And all the people closed their eyes. He said, now open. Everybody opened eyes. And all of them were in Dwarka. I said, why do you believe this? Magic? See? He was sucking the milk of Putana, a small baby. He sucked to such an extent that he took away her prana. Is it possible? Cock and bull story. Why do you believe? Then I told, I said, remember one basic thing. In the field of ignorance, faith, shraddha and belief, this is the inner strength. It is not weakness. And doesn't matter in what you have shraddha, that alone will propel you. So first a samsari, then we come to the temple with shraddha, although we know nothing about God. And as we start focusing more and more on the Lord, our mind starts becoming purer and purer. Because the contents of the mind determine the quality of the mind. See, I'll tell you two stories, short one, and see what happens to your mind. First story. When Bhagwan Sri Krishna was visited by Sudama, Bhagwan received him. He was so happy. And he made him sit properly. And then he washed his feet with his own hands. See, what kind of emotions are coming? What kind of feeling we get? The second thing. One terrorist came, and in a church, when everybody was standing in front, they made that old man, the pastor or the father, bent, kneel down, and they beheaded him. Now what kind of mind you are getting? The mind is neither good nor bad. The contents of the mind determines the experience. It is just a medium through which experiences are gathered. Be attentive. Exactly the same way, when we come to the temple, stand before the Lord, close our eyes, that makes our mind purer and purer. Thereafter, be attentive. Thereafter, we stop complaining and we start contemplation. Contemplation is not why my mind is disturbed. There is a complaint. Now start contemplation. How the mind is disturbed. There is one story which comes in Panchadashi. There is a bottle of liquor in the center, and three persons were looking at it. One was a drunkard. The moment he saw that bottle, he was so happy, he wanted to go and grab it. He had told, stop now, not now. The second person, he was a teetotaler. When he saw that bottle, he got disgusted. Oh God, why did you bring it here? The third person, he had neither liking nor disliking for the bottle. He was cool. See, the world influences us if we give positive or negative value to anything in this world. See? How simple it is. We give importance to something or somebody and that disturbs us. See friends, is anybody born with a cigarette in the mouth and a lighter in the hand? How we start smoking? We only develop that habit because we see on the billboard and we start imagining, oh, I am that. Oh, that's it. And then we become the victim. See, friends. So what is the conclusion of this inquiry? Whatever we have given importance to, that alone disturbs us. How simple? This principle I learned in Calcutta many years before. I was very young that time. I was staying in a place with an elderly person, and that elderly person was, in Bombay language, khadus, very problematic, very bitter. So I had to stay with him, I had no choice. So when I started living there, the room where I was staying, it was so dirty, and there were too many books all around in various things, almirahs, and dust was piled over that. That if you can take out, you can collect the dust, maybe in a katori, it will be around half a kilo. So much dust. So I told him, I said, hey, I'm cleaning this one. It is so dusty. Don't touch it. I said, no, I'm just cleaning, man. I'm not asking money. Don't teach me. What is your age? You are teaching me. I said, look here, you people really told us cleanliness next to godliness. Why don't you allow me to clean? Don't teach me. Don't touch anything. So I had no choice, I kept quiet. And then whenever I used to go and sit, I used to do the Trambakam Yajamahe Japam that time. So I'll sit before the Lord. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiyo Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamratat. But I am just cleaning. I am not asking for money. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Oh God. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiyo Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamratat. Om. But why he doesn't allow me to clean it? Cleaning is good. It doesn't cost anything. I am doing it free. Oh, anyway, Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam. I suffered like this for 6 months. One day, by God's grace, it clicked. This is the principle I am telling you. Anything you give importance to, that is the source of misery for you. See, you must have seen some Mahatmas, when somebody comes little late, somebody crosses in between, somebody rings the bell, some phone rings, they become so angry and bouncing. Because importance is given to something. See, friends, nothing in this world is important more than our peace of mind. Let the whole world be on fire. You are living in meditation. This principle I learned from a great master, Swami Akhandanand Maharaj. I owe to him a lot. Once he was having a satsang. He was old that time. He had a cataract also. And he had a cancer of the lower intestine. So we took him and he sat on the stage and we had to do his lungi properly. And he was so innocent like a child. He used to tell, hey, make me sit properly. People will think I don't understand anything, okay? Put it properly. So innocent. And such a chaos. The crowd was 90% Marwaris. Marwari crowd means chaos. And somebody will come in between, somebody will put chandan on his head, somebody will put mala, somebody will put apple on like a paperweight on the book and all that, somebody will do pradakshina, all kinds of things. And in that, one man got up and read a question paper. And in such a chaos. So I was thinking I should get up and give everybody one. But I kept quiet. What else can I do? And in that chaos, he answered all the questions in one go without getting disturbed. That day I told Bhagwan Krishna, hang around. I am not in a hurry. If I have to attain something in my life, is this. Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha, vitaraga bhayakrodha, stitadihi muni uchyate. When comforts come, let us not be attached to them. When miseries come, let us not become miserable. That is spiritual life. See, friends, then we come to know, when we give importance to something, somebody, then alone that can disturb us. And the importance is given in two ways, positive importance and negative importance. See, in Bombay once, recently, maybe about 10 years before or 15 years before, I was having my lectures in one college in Ville Parle. Before me, there was another lecture series by some other Swamiji. So next day, my lecture started. So my introduction was given. I was surprised to hear my introduction. Now our Swamiji has come, relax. This was my introduction. Now you don't have to worry. Even if you are late, never mind, you come. If you have to go in between for bathroom, you can go, no worries. After all that was over, when I say, hey, what kind of introduction you are given? Swamiji, that Swamiji came, he teaches very good, no doubt about it, but everybody is on toes. If somebody is late by half a minute, he will blast him out. If somebody has to go, the old people get, the prostate problem, they have to go in between. So when somebody gets and goes, he will shout and he will do it there only. He said, look here, this is the basic principle when a seeker is born. A seeker is born when he is aware that whatever I have given importance to, that alone disturbs. Give zero importance to everything in this world. You start living in meditation. See? If you like summer because of heat, if you like the rainy season because of the floods, if you like the winter because of the cold, if you like Bombay because of the traffic jam, you will never be miserable. But our problem is, winter, it is too cold. Naturally, winter will be cold. How simple are these things, friends? Give yourself a zero choice. More the choice we give, what we call affluence. More the choice we give, more possibility of our becoming miserable. Less choice you give, less miserable. Don't you give any choice, you are happiest. That is meditation. See, friends. Now with this introduction, so what is the conclusion of this introduction? First, we are a samsari, then we are the believers, now a seeker is born, third step. Now the seeker is the one, be attentive, he now starts working on his mind. A samsari is working by the mind. A believer is fed up of his mind, therefore he is surrendering his mind at the feet of the Lord. And because of that, now the mind has become little polished and now he has understood. Now we have to work on our mind. The day we start working on our mind, a spiritual seeker is born. See? First of all, we spend lot of money on eating, and we become like a buffalo. And then we are unable to walk, unable to do anything. Then again we start spending money to go to gym so that the weight is reduced. See? So when we start going to gym, then a healthy person is in the making. In the same manner, when we start working on the body, a healthy person is being made. In the same manner, when we start working on the mind, a seeker is born. Now start working on the mind. Now working on the mind is done two ways. First, when we interact with the world and when we are all by ourselves. When we interact with the world, working on the mind is it necessary to talk? We keep on talking. It is not necessary and yet we keep on talking. And what we talk? Either about our past or about the people. Both the things. Is working by the mind, no control. See? And such people don't understand that they are talking too much. They keep on talking. Whether other person wants or not, they keep on talking. And then they feel disgusted when somebody bluntly tells them, keep shut. The second thing, working on the mind is, stop talking to yourself. Consciously. Spend every day 5 to 10 times, each time 30 seconds. Right away, next 30 seconds, don't talk to yourself. This exercise is like running on a treadmill. On treadmill you don't run for 5 hours. Very short time. And then running on the treadmill is working on your calf muscles. Exactly the same way. Work on your mind. See. We keep on talking. The second observation you will see, when we don't talk to ourselves, our breathing becomes extremely slow and shallow. Our metabolic rate falls down. Our oxygen requirement is minimum. Therefore, the body, the mind, both of them, they are at peace. To begin with, if we start 30 seconds at a time, in a day 10 times, so you have achieved 5 minutes meditation in one day. Don't sit for 1 hour and suffer silently. These are the cartoons of meditation. Don't get lost in that. And slowly increase your stamina. So 2 things. Before talking to anybody on any topic, ask a question. Is it necessary to talk? You will see when people gather, 5, 10 of them, if one person is talking on some issue, the other person will cut his throat and start his own issue. When the second person is talking, the third person will come cut his tongue and start his own issue. There is no need. Take an example. One person tells, see, when I was coming, one bicycle fellow just hit one old lady walking on the road and the lady fell down. The story is over. But do you think others will keep quiet? Nothing. I saw one motorcycle fellow came and dashed that bicycle fellow, and the fellow was thrown away in the air and he just landed badly on the fence. Third one, nothing. I saw a car coming and hitting that motorcycle, and the motorcycle went round and round and dashed and fell down the cliff. Fourth one, nothing. I saw a big tanker coming and hitting that car and it was ablaze. Next one is nothing. I saw a train and a big tanker colliding and huge. Nothing. I saw aeroplane coming and hitting a train. What are you talking? Is it necessary to compete with the accidents? See, friends, this I gave you just example. Watch in this world. There is no need to talk. But when few people are talking, we have to get involved. It is something like, when we get vomition, we can't stop. In the same manner, कहना नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन कह देती हूँ. अरे महारानी, when you know you should not talk, why don't you keep your mouth shut? And then they say, this happened in Delhi, one Punjabi lady, elderly one. She told me, Swamiji, you have seen me, I am very beautiful. I said, yes, you are beautiful. My son is very handsome. I said, yes, he is handsome. He selected one girl, very ordinary looking, not intelligent, neither fair, nor good stature. I don't know what he saw in her. So I told him, couldn't you find out someone better than this girl? At least match to your handsomeness? That was heard by that girl. He got married to her. Anything I say, last 30 years I am prosecuted by one sentence. Anything I say. Suppose I say that, today, it's very hot. I think we should put on something and go. So my daughter-in-law will say, yes, I am black, I don't have to put on anything. Anything I say, she will bring that statement. She says that one statement is persecuting me throughout life. Why? Because she should not have said, but she could not hold it. कहना नहीं चाहिए. अरे Rama, stop. This is highest spiritual practice. See, when we cannot keep our secrets with us, will others keep? All the world that knows about us is only because we have talked about it. And then we tell somebody and tell, look here, don't tell anybody. It is only because of you I am telling you. That buddy also has somebody special. I am telling you, don't tell anybody. And ultimately it comes to you. So many people were talking about you so bad that you are a criminal, you are in the jail. And who told you? Because you told somebody, like the Chinese game, it comes back to you. See, friends, when you start living with this awareness, then you are preparing yourself to take off in meditation. You know when the aeroplane takes off? When it becomes airworthy. And how it becomes airworthy? When it runs at a tremendous speed, not for hours together, only few seconds. And in the tremendous speed, when it runs, it loses the weight. And when the weight is lost, it becomes lighter. When it becomes lighter, it becomes airworthy. And then it takes off. Exactly the same way, meditation is when we become meditation worthy, then meditation will start happening. So what aeroplane does, it loses the weight. We also have to drop the weight on the mind. And the weight on the mind is only one: burden of possessions and relations. So whatever we have given importance, that alone troubles us. The one who is troubled is Mr. Somebody. Therefore, meditation is, now sit properly, close your eyes. First, psychological adjustments. We are cheerful and happy. Our beloved Lord and Guru is in our heart. The Lord protects us and the Guru guides us from within. There is no element of fear to be entertained. At this moment we are Mr. Nobody, and therefore we have no past. When no past means no possessions, no relations. We don't plan what we will do after meditation. Therefore, there is no future. Now we are in the present. Because we are nobody, we cannot do anything. Somebody alone does something. Nobody does nothing. Therefore, now we cannot do meditation. So the meditator has disappeared. Now what next? Now let us play meditation. When we just play for the sake of playing, like we play with the children, we play without becoming a player. And because we are not the player, we don't care for victory or defeat. In the same manner, when we play meditation, there is neither success nor failure in meditation. Because there is no meditator. Now let us play. All the bodies are born after body identification. So let us play. What it is like being other than the body? What is the meaning of other than the body? The attributes of the body are not applicable. So what is the attribute of the body? Body is born, body grows, body decays, body ends. Now what is that which doesn't have these attributes? Then we come to the space. Space has no beginning, no modification, no growth, no decay, no death. Now let us take the position. What must be the experience of the space? Space supports everything, rejects nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. So meditation will be none of the contents of this waking world can disturb us. Like the waking world does not disturb the space. So when the contents of the space do not influence the space, so nothing in this world can disturb me also. When this is achieved, we go to the second stage. Like the gross space has a gross world, in the same way, the mind space has thoughts which give us the experience. So let us play being mind space. So no thought will disturb us. So mind is there, but there are no thoughts. So we are perceiving everything, but we are not disturbed. After we conquer the second space, mind space, then we enter the ultimate kingdom, Chidakasha, the conscious space. Conscious space supports the waker with the waking world, dreamer with the dream world, deep sleeper with the deep sleep world, and samadhi person with the samadhi, without becoming a waker, dreamer, etc. This Chidakasha is our essential nature. Our experience at this stage is undivided awareness, in which the objectivity has disappeared. This is what J. Krishnamurti used to refer objectless awareness. There is no effort in this. Therefore, there is no tiredness. like the space supports all the shapes and the forms without getting tired. This absolute awareness that we are is effortless presence. Let the waking come with the waker and go. There is neither any gain or a loss. Let the dream come and go. No gain, no loss. This infinite presence is our essential nature. Having recognized this once, thereafter play the game of life till the Lord wants. See, your breathing is very slow and shallow. Now take little deep breathing 2-3 times. Now the body is included in the mind. Move your toes and fingers. Now it is confirmed that I am inside the body and the world is outside. I am somebody, world is something, and the infinite is reduced to a ridiculous finite. And we continue our suffering hereafter. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.